Great evening again, Unity. Great evening, guys. Welcome again to Unity's Wednesday night leadership mastery call, guys. We do this call each and every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm super excited because we do have a very, very special guest that's on the call this evening that's going to be with us for training. But before I get into that, what I want to do is, of course, bring onto the line none other than a gentleman that I have the utmost respect for, a gentleman that I have been in business with since 2015. And why did nobody tell me that my camera was not on? Okay, here we go. A gentleman that I have been in business with since 2015. When I met this gentleman, I met him online. He was a complete stranger, but I'm so glad that I was open enough to hear what he had to offer, and what he was able to offer me was mentorship, was leadership, was a way that he could show me how I could be successful in this industry that we are all a part of. So I want to go ahead and move on out of the way of greatness and bring to the line a gentleman that is highly sought after all over the world as a coach, mentor, and speaker, someone who has been very instrumental in changing the lives of thousands upon thousands of people around the world. And many know him as the Millionaire Mentor. So without any further ado, I want to welcome none other than the visionary of Unity, you and I together. Yes, Mr. Jason L. Scott the first. Mr. Scott, are you on the line, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely on the phone. I can hear me loud and clear.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and take it away.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Listen, I'm super excited to have you guys on the call. And this, Nikki Alexander, you're such an amazing entrepreneur, leader, coach, mentor. You know, you're out and about right now, and you still made time to host the call. You could have put it on somebody else and said, who else can be available? But you said, let me make sure that I'm available for this Wednesday night leadership mastery call. And that's what this thing is all about. It's about mastering leadership. So I appreciate you, lady. Thank you so much for just being tonight's host and introducing me, guys. So listen, everybody on the call, welcome, welcome, welcome. Each and every one of you guys who logged on to tonight's call. Make sure that you guys admit your personal team members. Make sure this call gets packed out, get more people onto the call. Text your group members. If you have a private group that you have going on right now, make sure you do like I do to you guys all the time. You know how I record while I'm talking, while I'm on it, and I say, get on right now. Now, again, we create a voluntary army. People show up because they choose to show up. We don't make anybody show up, but we do send reminders, just in case. That last little bit of one extra thing that you say can get someone inspired to want to show up. And when they show up, you never know at what given moment in time they may hear something that literally sets them on fire and can literally change the entire trajectory of your business and the business of yourself and your family. So congratulations to all you guys who showed up. Make sure, again, guys, you can keep continuing to text, promote, let your people know to get on the call, because I don't want them to miss out on this call tonight, because I had a chance to meet the young lady who I'm going to actually have tonight as tonight's trainer. This young lady is an amazing entrepreneur herself, and when I got a chance to meet her years ago, she was always in this quiet storm mode. I mean, she was always behind the scenes building her business, getting tons of customers, building an amazing and expansive retail business. She was able to just to create multiple 6 and then 7 figures for herself at first, starting off as a master at getting customers, which is our first way we get paid. All right. Then after that, I remember she said that one day she was like, man, let me go ahead and go build the team. And as soon as she put that in her mindset, she started building a team, and her and the team became very successful. And I had a chance to follow this young lady back for a while. We've had many great conversations. We spent many times having personal conversations about leadership and training and coaching and development. And from that time, guys, I've been watching her build something amazing. She came to this company here and literally, in a short period of time, set this company ablaze herself. Her and her organization doing some dynamic things. They actually brought into the organization many people that you guys have been promoting their organization, like Nene Leaks and other people. And again, that's because of the type of leader that she is, that people are gravitating to her organization and team. And I want you guys to know that when you're taking notes tonight, understand this, write this down, right? Before I go to write this down, write down OPM. Write down OPM. I teach certain things that there's wealth principles that people have, but I'm gonna talk about OPM in this way tonight. OPM, other people's mind power, manpower, manufacturing, and mentors. Manpower, manufacturing, and mentors. That means many times we think that we can't have success because we're lacking certain things, but you can actually tap into the mind power of someone else and trust their leadership and what they have going on and start to apply some of the things that they bring to the table. You can trust the manpower of other people. All right. In other words, your success won't just come from yourself, but the manpower of those that you coach and that you teach and that you build them up to become successful. All right. Of course, other people's manufacturing. You know, we know from our own experience with Amazon that you can build an amazing international business, never having made the products yourself, just like Jeff Bezos has built an amazing international business, not even manufacturing products, but selling the manufactured products of other people's organizations. Of course, OPM is other people's mentors as well. And the reason why I say that, guys, is because tonight, you know, I want you to recognize that when it comes to skill sets, you know, we all have particular skill sets that we have. And when we're good at what we do, we learn to let other people or bring other coaches and mentors in based off of their skill sets. And this young lady is an amazing mentor when it comes to the skill sets of sales, when it comes to the skill sets of leadership and building organizations and teams. And of course, she's been able to build an amazing business, not just here, you know, in the United States, but all around the world. So without further ado, make sure TEWONIA Franks, open up your camera for me, young lady, so I can make sure I see you there. I want to introduce each and every one of you guys to this amazing young lady, this amazing entrepreneur. So do me a favor, get your pens, take this really serious, to get your pen, your pad, take some copious notes, which means a lot of notes. Be very detailed in this process. Listen in intently, all right, with the intention that whatever she has done to create the success she's had, that you're going to apply it immediately. So without further ado, guys, let me introduce each and every one of you to my good friend, you know, 100K affiliate right there, right at the cusp, Miss TEWONIA Franks. All right, Miss Frank, take it over, young lady.
Hey, thank you so much, Jason, for that wonderful introduction. Guys, that is so funny that, yeah, you know, Jason and I have definitely, you know, in our previous company, we used to have those little one-on-ones to keep each other going sometimes. But, you know, for me, I always just love the fact that Jason had really built internationally, and Jason always speaks to the whole idea of mindset. While, you know, I love retail, people know I also love to build, but the one thing I can tell you guys about my success has always been because that I'm very coachable. You know, sometimes people think that you get to a certain level of leadership and then you're just supposed to just take over and then you're like your own person. Even though I'm very coachable. So there was plenty of times, even though me and Jason used to be the exact same rank, I was like, Jay, I need help. And sometimes you got to be able to say, hey, I know this much. Like he said, this is my skill set and I know this part, but I know that also there's some other things that I don't know. And if I learn those things, it can help me tap into some areas that I haven't been able to tap into. So I'm very big on that. So I want to first of all just remind you guys to stay very coachable. So a lot of you know me, but some of you don't. I'm a mom of 4. And I say that because, you know, I got one in college, one just graduated from college, one in 10th grade, one in 5th grade. So I say that only because okay. So a lot of times I say that because a lot of times we give ourselves excuses on why I don't have the time. Well, I got this going on, that going on in my life. But I always chose to make my children my why. I come from corporate America. I literally was a computer scientist. I worked corporate America for years. And I just decided that when I was divorcing, moving back home to Michigan from Maryland. And I was like, just go around. I don't want to work for anybody else. I just want to try something that'll work and I can work for me. And, you know, and basically what happened was I was introduced to network marketing while I was working a corporate job in Maryland and, you know, earned me a couple of free pink cars and stuff, you know, but, you know, I never did it full time. And so when I fast forward, you know, came over here to network marketing with a company where me and Jason met, that's when I really saw the real idea of, like really we can make 7 figures over here. We can change lives. But let me tell you one thing. The reason why I chose retail is because retail only depended on you. So let me break this down for you guys. You know how some of you get frustrated, like an MDC, man, I'm telling you, this is the perfect world for retail. Like there has never been a company that's better to be in for retail than MDC, man. I'm telling you. So let me get you guys ready. So you know how many times you sit up there and you're like, man, this person don't want to work. Well, I was trying to get this done. I'm trying to run in this frame and she don't want to learn. She don't want to listen. This person ain't coachable. Well, guess what? Retail is you. Your success in retail only relies on you. So that's what retail gave me no excuses. The products weren't going to make me mad. You know what I'm saying? Like they weren't going to talk back. They weren't going to tell me they needed help and didn't show up to the call. Like it wasn't none of that, right? So I realized, because I built a team really quick one time before. And what happened was in our previous company, they quit. Like one day, we had a delay on product and they all quit. And I looked up and I was like, what the heck? Like I've been training these people. I'm doing meetings all the time. I'm dragging my young daughters to physical meetings, spending all this time with these people. I put so much time, effort, energy, and knowledge into these people and they just quit in a blink, right? And the reason why they quit was because they was attached to the money, not the product. So I told myself that, you know what, I could quit because it made me want to quit because I lost 5 leaders in 1 week. But then I say, no, you know what? I know how to sell these products. So let me shift my focus and let me sell these products. So let me tell you about retail, which is the game changer. People always ask, what is it that you do with retail? Okay. Sorry, y'all. My baby's going to sleep. Let me tell you why retail is not really a specialty. It's just about some consistent things that you decide to do to run your business. Like you just got to be real consistent with it. So number 1, you have to know your products. I don't care if it's MDC, any other company you're doing or whatever, you have to know your products. So some of you guys think that knowing your products is really like, oh, I know the name of the product. I know what category it is. That's not knowing your product. So one of the things that I did, and I've always done in every company I've ever touched, is mastered my products. Because for me, I'm in competition, not with reps. See, a lot of y'all want to be in competition with other affiliates. I was always in competition with the competitive company. If there was a company that had the same products or a similar product we had, I wanted to be able to talk to the customers out here and to tell them why my product was better. So in order to do that, I made sure I not only really researched my product, I researched their product. To be honest. Like I used to walk through in that pink car company, I used to walk through the Macy's and the Saks and all that. And I would walk through those areas and I would check out all those, the Clinique and all those other brands and look at their stuff, look at their price points to study how I could get my people to stop by, or to get people to stop going in there to purchase from me. So with every other product I touched, I mastered that. So over here, let me tell you what I love. And this is what's going to win for you guys, is that they have done a great job with our websites to give you all the ingredients our products have. But they did it went a step further. They actually even have testimonies on there. So they tell you what our products do. They give you the testimonies and everything. So now that's your homework. So whether you're new, I know we got a lot of SKUs. I had one of my team members tell me the other day, Coach, there's so many different products over here. I feel overwhelmed. Why? So excuse me. The thing about this is why you shouldn't feel overwhelmed is you're not trying to go and post today all 400 or 500 SKUs on your Facebook. That's crazy. Yeah, you will be overwhelmed, right? You won't. You can't do it that way. Not even the Walmarts, the Amazons, the Costco's, none of them even do it that way. They got a couple of products they're going to focus on. This is our sale for the day, whatever. So you have to manage your business that way. But you have to know the products. You need to know what's in them. Like with the spa line, you know, the thing about this spa line, this is like really my favorite line, the mantra, the spa line, because it's all essential oils in the products, right? In all four. So we got the body lotion, a body wash, the body lotion, a body wash, the scrub, and the body butter. But they're all, the main ingredients are the essential oils. So here you go. What I did with that set, I'm gonna tell you guys, once I started using it, now again, I have really, for you all who don't know, I have really bad eczema. So once I made sure the products didn't irritate me, I came back home and I just talked to all of the, and here's some real free game. I talked to all the spa owners I knew. Spa owners and massage therapists love essential oils. What do we have? Not only do we have the essential oils, we got the mantra line, mind, body, and spirit. Those are the blends. We have the pure essential oils, which is like your peppermint, your lemon, your tea tree. And then we have the mantra scents, which are on right now what BOGO. And I'm gonna get to that in a little bit. But the mantra scents, the sprays, the ones that are like your fragrances. And then we have the spa line. Those are great, not only for you at home, they're good for your spa owners. So, you know, I had one of my team, we were talking about this yesterday in the meeting, after the meeting, they were like, well, coach, you know, who am I? You know, my people are used to buying their like Gucci cologne, this kind of stuff. And they just like that stuff. I said, because you're marketing to the moral market. So for example, I can be honest with y'all, this is really my favorite fragrance in the world, right? This is the Louis Vuitton, this one is the Trape Revis, right? But guess what? I got to start doing a business that makes sense. We have the mantra sprays here, they're fragrances. They only cost $25. And I need to use my product that I get paid to use and then find others to buy it, right? So because of that, I got to figure out and know my market. That's part of you knowing your product though, is knowing your market. So who's that market? Is that market going to be grandma who been using white diamonds all her life? I had one of those grandmas, I don't know about y'all, who don't use white diamonds all her life. And, you know, so if she been using white diamonds for 45, 50 years, y'all not finna get off the white diamonds, right? You're going to just drive yourself crazy. No, your market, your person that you're going toward is, let's make this make sense. It is actually the millennials, the 30-year-olds. And yeah, you got the 40-year-olds, people, let's say like my age group and older. But the problem with this is, you got to think about this. The price point is $25. They all have like even the mantra line, all four, it's four of them on sale, but there's 7 total. I'm sorry, I think my bag is still in the car from yesterday's event. But most of them are like fruity, some of them are floral, sweet. And then you have 2 of them that like really to me are like the men's scents, like the actual Powerful is the one that smells like the Creed for men. And then there's the other one that's kind of more of like a more of a men's scent, kind of can be versatile. But when you're talking about the ones that are truly for women, guys, we got to be retail shoppers, right? You shop. So think about this. Who is that market? Bath and Body Works. The girls who go in Victoria's Secret to buy those free. They go in there and they go crazy. I got 3 daughters. My college student, she sit up there. I had to just ship her. She couldn't even fly back to campus with all the mess she had. I had to ship her in a separate box, all that extra mess she had bought. Like the body, like 5 body lotions, 10 body, all that stuff, right? That's our market to push the mantra fragrances on. They like those type of scents, and they're affordable for them. That's why they like the Bath Body Works, and they like and the pink, the Victoria's Secret line. It's because it's a affordable price point for them, but it's sweet and it still smells good. So we gotta that's again about knowing your marketplace. If you walk into somebody that's used to paying $300-$400 for their perfumes or their colognes, it's gonna be hard to shift them. So don't even put yourself through it. Let's focus on a market point that you can push that product on. So then let me tell you something else about, you got to know your product. The next thing that I want you to focus on is, do I have product? For me, I learned really quickly in the game that I didn't like not having. I had a person I had been out selling them for a while one day. And this is like, this literally is in the previous company. And I remember a young lady walked up to me and she was like, I heard you the one with that product. I need it. And I'm willing to buy 12 of them. But guess what? Y'all had just sold out. Now, some people will probably be like, oh, well, you know what? Let me have that shipped to you. You mind waiting, come back tomorrow? I feel like somebody had punched me in my stomach. Why? Because I know with the on-hand market, you just lost that sale. People have, like, you want right now sale, people got right now money. Y'all know they got their money right now in their hand, but you come back tomorrow, they spent it. That's just the nature of people. You trying to get somebody to hold on to that money for that product while you waiting days to get it, that, man, you can forget about it. A lot of times it doesn't happen. You miss the sale. And don't let somebody else be in that market or somebody else that they know that has the product they can get it from. You really lost the sale. So for me, once that happened at one time, I felt like I was punched in my stomach and it was the worst feeling ever. And I just said, I never want to have that happen again. So I had to learn how to keep product on hand. So I know a lot of us like to do this game of what people want. I got to stop playing that game. I'm going to only have what the people want. No, because you don't know what the people want. You know what the people you've encountered that you've talked to before want right now. But are you only trying to keep your business stable with the right now people? That's horrible. I'm going to just tell y'all, like, look at what's happening in the world right now with this inflation, like doggone about to go into you look, everything is up, money down, people going through a lot. All I'm going to just tell you is that we have to be proactive. You want to have a business that's always growing. So if I need my business to always grow, I have to be ready and expecting to have customers that I've never had before. I have to be also expecting that through some of these customer relationships, I'm going to end up with affiliates I didn't have before. Right? So this is the thing about this, is that because I want a universal business, I want a business with people that's everywhere, I need to have products that's for everything. Now, I know over here, we got so many products, right? So I know people like, man, you crazy. I can't go, I'm not going out there today and buy all these products. But what I want y'all to think about is it's about building your store. And the reason why I call it building your store is because you definitely want your store to grow. I used to tell people all the time, I never wanted to be the mom and pops. And they used to be like, why not? It's your own business. Why not? What's wrong with being a mom and pop? Well, guess what happened to most of the mom and pops? Once the Walmart moved down the street across the store from you, what happened? They put you out of business. I don't want to be put out of business. So I needed to have product in hand all the time. So even when I came over to MDC, I purchased a whole bunch of products. Now with the intention on, think about it, a lot of these products I've never sold before. I never had a doggone roll-on that had CBD in it. Like, we never sold products like this before. But guess what? I'm into growing my market. We might have 10 different brands here, but we do know we have what is our number one thing that people really know us for outside of FFX is actually the CBD lines. And, we got the sprays too, but we got award-winning CBD lines. That HempWorks line is crazy, right? So now that you have a lock on the market share, which we know the world is all about CBD right now, because we've learned that CBD helps heal, better than sometimes than traditional medicine. Like now I was like, man, a CBD roll on, I can have that to have people throw right in their purse to help them with whatever issues they have going. Like, I was like, I need to have some of that. I need to have some of that. So no, I didn't buy everything at once, but I can tell you in my inventory by the end of month one, I had $2,800 on my shelf for the product. That was important to me. It wasn't that I was trying to stock up a lot on just one thing. I wanted to be able to show, I wanted to be able to show the house. We're a house of brands, right? And we're telling people we're a house of brands. But if every time a person talks to you, see you, you want to show them the products and all you can show them is sprays, we're not the house of brands anymore. Don't get me wrong. This company has done an amazing job of making it easy so people to shop with us online. But remember, you're ready for anything. I don't care what city, state you live in, what part of the world you're in. It's nice to be like, hey, I'm showing a person a product or telling them about it, and I can have the product in my hand. And if they want it right now, I can sell it to them. So I don't know what I was big on that. I don't even wear makeup like that, right? I got the entire cosmetology line. I don't. I'm really an eyeliner, lip gloss person, and brow liners, unless I'm like doing a photo shoot. But I knew it was very important for me to have it. I knew my girlfriends was gonna be like, they ain't got my shade. How you proving to me it's my shade, all that kind of stuff. So I knew I was gonna have to have that stuff on hand to show people that we really do have a great product here. Yeah. So I'm telling you, with that, so you want to start building your store. Let me tell you the best way to build your store, so that you can keep growing your market. Yeah, I don't know how many of you are taking advantage of it, but these daily deals is ridiculous. Like, we got daily deals every day. Like, we don't have to wait till the one day of the week to get a sale. There are daily deals every day. I leverage them. So right now, guys, we got a BOGO going on. The company is running a BOGO on those mantra sprays, right? Like the Worthy, all of them. They're running a BOGO on them, 4 of them. So it's powerful, resilient, Worthy, and I forgot the other one that they're running this special, but it's a BOGO. So you're gonna get your 15 in volume for it. Yep, here's your 15 in volume for it. You're going to pay your $24.99, but you're going to get 2 of them. Think about that. That's 100% profit on a product. Like, you talking about you want to master retail, you want to get products on your shelf. This is the perfect way to do it. I just think Josh is a genius. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. If you've been in here more than, if it's not your first month, he did this again last month. Josh has a way of having the best sales at the end of the month. I don't think that it's by luck, or it just happens. He just strategically really wants us to win. He brought back the pink drink at the end of last month. Like, come on, we have been waiting all month, and he brought it at the end of the month, which ran up everybody's numbers. But right now, that BOGO is a no-brainer. I don't care if you don't know anybody. I don't know who. Get it for yourself. Start using it. Start showing people that you're using it. They're like, what is that you got? What does it smell like? The Resilient is the one that smells like, oh my God, look, Candace, I'm telling y'all, like I told you, I'm a perfect student. Like, I'm a good student. I listen. Candace has me stuck on which each one smells like, right? So Resilient is the one that smells like that light blue by Dolce & Gabbana. That bottle regularly costs at the store $110. We can give them something that smells exactly like it for $25. Start showing yourself using, like, oh, I like the way, I'm telling you guys, it's just like content. People are naturally nosy. I know that, right? Once you post it, they're like, what is that? How you get that? Where you get that from? Do it smell? Yes, it do. But guess what? If people wanted to smell it from, like, if you had a neighbor or somebody who watched it and they wanted to try, oh, let me see what it smells like. If you don't have it, how they gonna smell it? Yeah, some people gonna just trust. Don't get me wrong. Some people will just trust us and why. But think about the power if you were able to have that bottle to test on a couple of people. That's sales. That's automatic. That's how I think about stuff. Like, that's automatic sales. I only had bought 1 of each one in the very beginning, except for Love, because we tried Love there at corporate. So I knew it smelled good, and I bought 2 because I knew I wanted 1 for me. And then you don't have the other ones, right? But guess what? I didn't say, oh, I'm keeping these just to sell. They got to stay closed. No, I used them for testers. Because I knew what they doing. Look, what I just said, when you go into the Macy's, those Saks, Neiman's, wherever you go in, when you go in those areas, they let you sample the fragrance before you buy. They don't ever just say, no, you just got to buy the set. Not for fragrances, they don't. They will find you a way to sample that product. Same thing here. So I bought my first set just to sample out. Like, so I can meet people like, try it. Like, and guess what? That's sales. And another thing why that's big, remember, guys, everything smells different on everybody else, like on different people. So now they actually get to really try it and see if it smells good or if they want it or not. It's just a better buy. That way you don't get people who buying like, I thought it would smell good and it doesn't. But the BOGO, you can't sleep on that. This is a perfect way for you to get volume and to make more money right now, the BOGOs. They also have on there right now in these daily deals that for 25% off, they actually have one of the 500 milligrams CBD oils, and they have a 750. I know you may not be, you know, everybody's not into the CBD oils and stuff like that. I wasn't. I'm gonna be honest. I really wasn't into CBD oils like that, but I knew the power of them. I've had too many people that I've encountered and customers that I had that suffer from, you know, autoimmune diseases, all type of different illnesses, not making any medical claims, but I knew that CBD, they all were saying that it helped them with pain, it helped them with relief, it helped them with their issues that they were having, right? So when I came over here, I'm gonna be honest, I went right to the 1500 milligram. I have really bad eczema. When I have certain things, different things I smell or encounter or eat, it fills me, it makes me really inflamed. I'll get real red all of a sudden. My eczema swell, and then through the night, I'm just itching like crazy. So when I met Jenna, Josh's wife, our CEO, she was like, Tawana, get on the CBD oil. And I was like, let me try this $500. I'm like, I'm not really big on CBD. I don't want to be knocked out. She was like, 1500. Go do it because it's going to fight what's going on inside a lot better. Took it, fell asleep. I slept like a baby. But guess I woke up not irritated. The redness was gone and I was not itching. So now that's my own testimony, right? So now I knew they worked. Well, like she said, they were. But now I was like, you know what? I need that whole set. So I bought the entire hemp work set. But guess what? Now you actually have these products to try and sample with people. But guess what? They're on sale right now. You don't have to, like, I get it. You may not have the money to go buy complete sets, but guess what you may have? You may be able to purchase these products as they're coming on sale. So watch the daily deals. They're 25% off. It's like I said, one of the 750, one of the 500 is 25% off right now. So I'm every day, most of our sales last like 48 hours, some last a little bit longer. But what I do every day is I get up and I'm looking at daily deals. And then I go and I'm tell you, I go right in there and I'm letting them know, hey guys, this is the deal. Yeah, you may want some of it, it may not. That's why I got a whole bunch of these, the CBD roll-on. So this one right here is the Soothe. This is the one that like you can use, like for me, Soothe it smells almost like minty, but you can roll it on. Like for me, you put on your pressure points. I put it behind my temples, right here. I get really bad sinus headaches over here. But that product is usually like around, I think it's $30 something. They just had them on sale the other day on the 25% off. When I use it out in public all the time, I keep one in my purse. When people watch me, like, what is that? I don't take the migraine medicine anymore, guys. I do this. I'm really starting. This is about another thing, right? It's easier for you to keep spending money on putting products on your shelf. Guess what? When you're using your own products. I just want you to think about that. I literally am making myself use products that I never thought I would have used before. I got to make it make sense. I laugh. I had them laughing at the event. Let's say, but being honest, I literally was addicted to 50 doggone eyeliner, 50 mascara, my 50 lip gloss. Brianna was just getting all my money. And I joked, I said, you know, the thing about this is Riri don't even call me. She don't text me. Riri won't email me. She just keep taking all my money. And I was spending $40-some for the eyeliner, $40-some for the brow liner, and then $30-some for my lip gloss. Guess what? I get to shop off my shelf now. And I'm spending under $20 for the eyeliner, brow liner. And I'm telling you guys, we have great products. So if you start to use them when you out, believe me, women are nosy, definitely women. They are, what's that brand? What does that look like? Where do you get that from? They're going to ask you. But if you don't have it to kind of show and use, you got to leverage it. It doesn't mean you still can't sell, right? I'm not saying that. but it's a different ball game. Like I like to be out using my products because it makes people ask me, what is that? And I can tell them oh, what you get that from me? Like I got it from me. I sell this product. This is my product. I don't even tell people, well, I work for a company. No. I am a part of, it is my company. And guess what? You get to shop with me. It's a different type of energy. So you got to definitely take advantage of these daily deals. This will help you build your inventory. And y'all can still sell that product for at cost or whatever cost you want. Think about it. Bigger profit margin. And even if you don't have it in stock, guess what? Share the link. So that's going to be a little different. I want you to understand this, right? Because we're so used to the shareable carts over here, though. If that product is on sale, and if you share the shareable cart, they don't get the sale price. So you got to do a little bit more work, but you can still guide them to the daily deal. So let me tell you something that I do for my customers. They're already used to it. And I even like share it with the team. I have a little video. It's like, I don't even know if it's 2 minutes long. I basically I'm on my phone and I'm videoing me, like hit shop, click on daily deals, and then they get to see it all. And then and then you can just pick what you want and I end the video. So everybody that's trying to shop with me, I'm like, oh, what do you get? Can I purchase that? I want that. What's the deal? This. I just make sure they don't get lost. Because people can get lost on our site without the shareable cart. It's so many, things for them to look for. I just send them that little quick video so that I make sure they know exactly what to do. Click shop, daily deal, boom, it's done. Make it real easy. But that's a part of also the engagement. You guys are under Jason, and I'm sure Jason always, because Jason really is the master of getting you ready for mindset and mastermind. But, we really have to understand that we're in a relationship business. So sometimes I know people just want to sell, and they wonder why they can't sell because you sound like a salesperson. People don't like salespeople. My phone will be like scam likely all day. I'm like, man, you see a scam likely, like, I don't want that. We are in a relationship business. So handle it as if you're building relationships. So and I talk to my customers and people, I don't say, guess what? Don't you go buy this? Don't you need this? I don't. So I want you guys to listen to some of the language that I use. What the words that I stay away from is pay, buy, and purchase, right? So this is how I talk with people. I'm like, hey, how you doing? I just want to share is a big, somebody said the other day, like, you always, I hear you talk to other people, you always talk about sharing. Sharing is a wonderful word. You can share this opportunity. I can share my products. Now, in the back of your mind, when you're saying sharing, at the end of the day, if they want it, they got to purchase it. If they want to join us, they have to purchase, they join the team and purchase products. But sharing just sounds so much better. People listen. When they start hearing cost, price, buy, it's like some goes off right here, like off the top. And they, wait a minute, whoa, she coming at me. Like, they don't want to hear. It's like, it starts to make people think differently. When you start to talk about, let me share with you. Hey, let me share with you some of that. This was a new thing. Like for me, a lot of my customers are like, what else you got in this new company you with? Let me share with you some of these products. I'm like, let me share with you about this opportunity. That's how I talk about it. And then I'm like, you know what? We got this wonderful Trump 365 spray. I'll tell them what it is. We got Garcinia Cambogia in it. It suppresses your appetite. It's going to actually help you fight the cravings. And they're like, wow, really? And I'm like, yeah. And then they're like, okay, so how long is that going to last? Well, let me share with you. Here we go. I'm like sharing. And this is where you have to be, especially with our sprays, be very detailed. Well, every time you use this spray, you're going to take 8 pumps underneath the tongue, right? But let me ask you a question. This is how I conversate with them. It's like I'm doctor or the nurse and they're the patient. How much are you really trying to lose? Well, I'm trying to lose maybe 10 pounds or, but I'm not in a rush or whatever. So I let them know, hey, If you want, you can do this once a day, but this is our liquid lipo. It's gonna suppress your appetite anyway. You ain't gonna even be hungry. But let me tell you, like, what if you got a person that's like, I'm trying to lose 30 or 40 pounds or 20, and I'm trying to get it done fast. Guess what? You're probably gonna want to use this spray in a whole kit, maybe, 2 to 3 times a day. And if you do this though, this spray is only gonna last you 2 weeks. Don't tell people, oh, here you go, girl, it's gonna last you a whole month, and let them go. You're gonna end up with an angry customer, because what happens is you didn't tell them the proper way to use it. They hear out in the world, people, well, I'm taking it 2 times a day, 3 times a day. So they do that, right? Those 8 pumps. And then you just told them a month, right? They only heard the month. And then guess what? They're doing it 2 to 3 times a day. And then they get to that 14th day and they're like, whoa, 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 ain't nothing else coming out of this bad boy. Where is the rest of the spray? And guess what? Now you got an enemy. They're like, man, she lied to me. So you want to make sure, again, relationship business. This is like not a customer. Look at it like, I tell people I make new cousins. Like, I need some new cousins. I need some new family members. So I really care, and I do really care, because I want them to keep coming back. I don't want a one-time customer. I want to retain my customers. So it's a relationship. I want them to win. I want them to win so I can win. And I want them to share. That's the greatest way to grow you. Once they like it and they like you, they share it with everybody else. So you want to make sure you're giving them the good information. Tell them how to use it. Don't give them the 3 sprays and then tell them they're gonna, oh, don't worry, oh, I'm looking for a real detox. Oh, are you? Okay, don't worry about it. We might not have tea over here, but just keep taking the sprays and it's gonna have you going in the bathroom one time. That's a lie. Don't do that. Like, don't do it, right? You don't have to. Why? We don't have tea, but guess what we have? Detox capsules. So I have a shareable cart that has the sprays in them, guys, the fat blaster kit, so the E-Cell, the Core Keto, and the Trim 365, and it has a bottle of detox with it. You gotta remember, our products are so affordable. It really still works. And that detox, how I get people, I had a couple stubborn customers who was like, oh, I'm just so used to the tea. Oh. And I'm like, man, forget talking about that tea. I'm going to give you 2 of these capsules before you go to bed at night. You're going to wake up, have you an experience. And guess what? You can go about your whole day. You ain't got to be running to the toilet. You ain't got to be doing none of that stuff, right? Because you're going to have your experience first thing in the morning. You're like, what? When you start telling people something, that they like that. Because people were like, I'm gonna only take it on the weekend. I can only take it when I get off of work. That's how they used to be, right? None of that. 2 capsules before go to bed at night. So am I trying to sell them another product? No, I'm just trying to give them what they want. Some people still want a true detox. The Fat Blaster Kit is wonderful. It's gonna help them lose weight, suppress the appetite, get rid of the belly fat. It's gonna detox those cells, right? But it's not gonna give them the movement. The detox capsules will, and they're affordable. They're not expensive. So let's give people what they want, but you won't know that they really want that unless you're having that conversation. Because what you really don't want to have happen is a person get those 3 sprays and then they tell you that, oh, I like this. Okay. And you're like, okay, great. You're like, are you ready to order again? And they're like, no, I'm good. Just say, this really was for me. And then guess what? It really wasn't for them because they still really wanted a detox, but you didn't have that conversation with them to find out that that's what they needed. And so I really have, I'm really big, on conversation. Like, I'm gonna conversate. I'm just not selling the product. Like, I'm just not gonna give it to you in your hands and let you walk out the door like that. Because I really want to know what you need. Even if you can't afford it right now, everything, I want you to know what we have so that you're comfortable knowing that, hey, I have good products that's going to help you. So we have to start doing, I know a lot of times we want to just send them to our cart. You can. Don't get me wrong. When you're making a post and your post like a before and after, and you're posting about the Fat Blaster Kit or something like that. And yeah, it's like clickbait, right? That's what, it's great to have that clickbait. But what about those people who like DM you like, oh, how does that work? Oh, can I get it? That's real. You got to have real conversation with those people. You have to. The reason why is because now it's a relationship. They're trusting you. So if you just like, oh, girl, they got my link, just go click it. They talked to you. They reached out to you. So you just send them away like that. You can really miss out on a relationship. When you build a relationship, now it's like they're coming back to you for everything. It's like they want to come back to you and like, you know what, girl, guess what? My girlfriend, she really ain't looking to lose weight. She's looking to kind of build some lean muscle. Do y'all got something for that? Because I heard some of them sprays, but I don't think none of them help with that. They don't. But guess what? Now you're having that conversation with her. You can now share with her. We have the body melt system. So yeah, we got a great vanilla or a chocolate shake that's gluten-free, that's vegan, right? That, guess what? They can take, it can help them build healthy, lean muscle. This is what I'm talking about, just like the conversation. And this is why their education on your product is very big. It's your homework, right? Like you shouldn't wait to get on a call and like, I'm gonna wait and see if Nikki or Jason gonna train us on what these products do. They shouldn't have to. That's kind of part of the homework. Like I get excited when I see new products. When Josh said we're coming to this conference and they're gonna have release a whole bunch of new products, I'm like that kid in the candy store. I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait. Because I'm going to study on products like crazy. I can't wait because I want to launch it. Like I want to launch the product. People, we wait to launch people. I want to launch the product. So that's kind of part of our work. It's our job. So like you make your kids do the homework, you got to do your homework. So that part's got to be your job. Like it's your job. And you want to be knowledgeable like that because that's what makes people buy into you. Like we got great products, right? We got great comp plan. But the buy is really into you. So you're like, well, I don't know. Let me look it up. You got to look it up like they got to look it up. It's a problem. They gonna be like, what? She don't even know what she's trying to sell me. You're like, what? And I'm telling you, it makes you more confident though, right? Some of y'all don't even want to talk to the people. You're like, let me just send her to my second. I don't know what they got in it. She asked me, do I got this on it? Right? You don't know. It's nothing wrong with not knowing, but why stay not knowing? Like, why would you want to still not know? Like, when I hear Candace say certain words about certain, I'm like, wait a minute. What? Like with Boost, I didn't know at first Boost had B12 in it, and I really never heard of it. What happened was a person asked me one day, oh, so yeah, I don't have nothing with B12 over in this new company. I was like, man, Josh and I got everything else. We got to have something with B12, right? So I just start like, I went on a page, I just start Googling all the products, look, all the product sheets, and I looked at Boost. Because all I'm used to saying is it has pure raw energy. It helps you feel good. It don't crash, boom, boom. And I looked up and I got to Boost. And I said, oh my God, it got B12 in this bad boy. We got money. We back in the money. I was like, we back, right? So I'm telling you guys, you want to know those things so people can't come to you and say, oh, well, you don't have this. Well, I would have bought some I would join, but no. You got to be able to counter it. Like, no, we have that. Like we do. And so you want to make sure you know those things. So I'm going to tell you this. I know people get real funny about the whole thing with inventory. And I know, look, we all know we getting toward the holiday seasons and all that kind of stuff. So let's say even if you're working with a condensed budget and you're like, but I don't know what to do. Guys, we still in a breakdown game. How many of y'all, I don't know about y'all, but I'm a coffee head and I'm addicted to the coffee. So is our coffee, somebody told me our coffee was expensive, right? Jason got his cup right there. Somebody was like, oh, that coffee expensive. And I was like, no, not really. And then I said, let me break this down to you. It's a true top grain Arabica coffee that has chaga in it, which makes it anti-inflammatory. It is antifungal. It is antibacterial. And we also have hemp in it. with, I don't know, with Starbucks, with whatever you go to, that you can get all that in your coffee and you get 30 servings of it. I don't know where you can go and get that. See, when you say it like that, now it's like, oh, wait a minute. Like, it's not like we selling them Folgers. No, yeah, this ain't Folgers and individual sachets. Then yeah, you be like, you ripping us off. It ain't that. It ain't none of that, right? This is top grade. I'm telling y'all, what I did was I had to give up my Starbucks, but I love this coffee. And what I do is I have my caramel macchiato creamer in a fridge. And guess what? I just pour it in my cup. I don't even have to use sugar in here. Like, the coffee is just amazing. So, hey, guess what? Sell 5 of these for $25 like we do with the pink drink. I promise you guys, once you get your people on, they're gonna stay on. I got one of my little grandmas, she's afraid to, like, she a customer, but my little grandma's one of them. I got a whole bunch of them, right? She is afraid of running out of the coffee. So she buys 3 boxes of this at a time. Guess what? She one of those people who drink 2 to 3 cups a day of coffee. But she doesn't want cheap coffee. She said, I don't want no cheap coffee. I don't want no cheap coffee. I got good coffee. I need good coffee for me. I can for my health, right? But guess what? When I first put it on here, I'm gonna just sell you this box. And I sold it to her at a discount because I needed her to trust me. Because she was stuck on the other coffee. And I was like, if you like more, make sure you get it. She buys 3 boxes of this at a time because she's afraid to run out. So when I'm telling you, you just make it work for your pockets, but let's make it make sense. I'm gonna be real honest, guys. You know, we are business owners and we are leaders. Like, we are all bosses. I tell people that all the time. Like, somebody was like, well, who's the leader on your team? I'm like, I got a team full of bosses. Like, you came on my team, you signed up today, you a boss. Like, everybody's a boss, right? Because guess what? We all have our own businesses. That's how I look at it. So as a boss, we are wrapping up the end of the month. Like, that's just real talk. We're at the end of the month. How many of you guys on here are like, I'm trying to wrap up, like, getting a 1K. I'm trying to wrap up getting I'm ready to this next level, right? But guess what? You do this thing, nobody wants to join me. Nobody wants to sign up to work the business. People like, no one wants to buy it. Who cares about that? Over here, we get to still win with customers. Like, it ain't just the retail, like, oh, you just get the retail money. You get to get that volume, the full volume of those customer orders that go towards Rain too. When I saw that, I was like, man, I thought Josh was crazy. I ain't gonna even lie. I was like, this fool trying to give us all his money. Like, he really trying to give it to us, right? But it is an amazing thing. Leverage it. Don't get caught up on just trying to get the people to sign up with you and then quit. You know, like, you're like, I'm done. I don't try it all. You're like, coach, I tried. I was at 600 in volume and nobody else would join me. I couldn't sell no more spray kits. How many of you need product to work your business for next month? I hope that's all of y'all. Oh, everybody out here need product to work your business the next month. How many of y'all not booking events? That's how you make sure you need product. I'm gonna tell you something. I had stopped doing vendor events, but guess what? I'm in a new company. I'm doing a vendor event this weekend. I'm doing a 4-hour bridal show this weekend. Somebody was like, you doing vendor events again? Yep, sure enough, boo. Come on by and watch me make this money. Because I'm taking all the products there. Come by and watch me make at least $1,000 real quick. Just stop by. Because guess what? I know that once people try our products, they work. They're going to want more, or they're going to want to join us. A vendor event is a quick, easy way to meet new people without doing anything else. The event only cost me $100 to do for 4 hours. That's nothing. So all of you should have a reason to need products next month. Because of that, you need to be buying products right now, because you got to order them. You got to wait for them to ship. And don't sit there and be like, oh, I'm going to just wait. My smart ship runs. My subscription runs on the 2nd and the 1st. Jason laughing. Jason, no. And you're like, oh, coach, I'm good. My customer did want some coffee, but I'm going to wait till my subscription run on the 1st and the 2nd. Man, by then the second come, like, oh, okay, it's about to ship. Then the eighth come, you're like, I got your coffee. And she like, girl, I don't want to get some coffee somewhere else. Stop playing. Like, stop it. Don't do that to your business. I'm just being honest. Don't do it to your business. Take advantage. Plan ahead. Like if you're a real leader, you're a real business owner, you can't afford to wait to the very end to get product like that. When you ever walked into the Walmart and you like, I came here to get bread and jelly, and then it's like no bread and jelly on the entire shelves. I ain't talking about if it was like, it's like the world come to end type stuff, but for real, like if you walked in there, Walmart ain't even do that. They got like 25 different brands. They gonna make sure. What I'm saying to you is that needs to be the mindset that you have, that I cannot run out of product. I need to always have my supplies. Like I said, even if you have not, grown your business to the point where you're like, I have all the products, you need to have products. You can't be out here pushing a pink drink all day and you got one bag of pink drink left. I got one of my team members called me today, Coach, you didn't sell all your extras last night at the event. I said, no, why? I'm down to my last 3 sets. I said, last 3 bags. No, my last 3 5 sets. I said, man, you sound like you in bad shape, boo. Like you in bad shape. I am, Coach. I said, did you order? I am, but next week on the 1st, so I guess you ain't finna make no more money to the 1st. No. Okay, so what we about to do? We can't do that to ourselves. That's like stress for no reason. If you have it, you can sell it. Listen to that, right? Don't think of, I'm gonna wait till a person asks me for something to make the buy, to make the purchase. Think about this. This was always my mindset. If I have the products in my hand and I need to make money, I can sell anything. Period. I had 9 brain sprays the month before last, right? Just bought a whole bunch of them, came back. Once I found out how well they work for people, I just bought a whole bunch of them, right? It was like, I just have them because when they ran out that one, like I think it was like a day or 2, I was like, oh man, let me get this stuff. Like this really got to be gold. Bought around 8 or 9 of them, had them on hand. I had a young lady who used to be in this company way before I had even known what this company was doing, who was like, I got a lot of people I deal with who are seniors. And do you have any brain in stock? And I said, I do. And she was like, well, I need a couple. And I said, okay, well, just tell me how many you have. And so she said, well, how many do you have? And I was like, this is like a game we playing. I just asked her how much she asked me. And I told her, I was like, I counted. I said, oh, I got 9 of them. And she was like, okay, can you meet me? I take all 9. I'm like, what? I'm not even thinking like, I'm like, that means it's gonna leave me with 0. I'm like, you want all 9? She's like, I want all 9. She's like, what's your price? And then here it go me. I'm like, you sure you want to order none of them on fly? Because I want to sell her all my sprays, right? And she was like, no, I'm okay. I'll buy them all. She said, what do you sell yours for on hand? 30 or 35? She already know the MDC gave. I said 35 each. She paid me $35 each for every single one. That's bills. So why people want to ask you, do you get paid daily? If you got products on hand, you do. I tell them that mess. Yeah, I don't get paid. Yes, we do. If I got this product on my hand, I sell it today. I got paid daily. Look, don't play. So I'm just telling you guys, that's how you want to look at your business. So as you get ready, and as we're in this last week of the month, finish strong. Make sure you're learning your products. You got to be talking about your products. You want to get ready to invest in inventory. That's a must. Leverage the sales, the daily deals, check them every day. Just check them. I even have a whole line of Hemp Mama clothing now. Why? Because Josh keep throwing Hemp Mama clothing on there. So I got the jogging set, the one with the hoodie one, and the one without. Like, hey, he giving it to me 50% off. I'm buying it, and it's comfortable, guys. It feels so good. Somebody was like, "Oh, is that Gucci?" No, baby, this Hemp Mama. Hemp Mama paid me Gucci doll. And but it's comfy, right? It's like nice loungewear. And I'm telling you guys, it just feels so good. So what I want you guys to do as we get off of here and you get back, Jason wanted me to come on here and share with you guys kind of what I do. And this is exactly how I talk to my team. This is stuff I teach them. In our previous company, people paid me $300 for this type of training, just to tell them how to get started and what to do. But over here, this is all a new game, right? I want us all to win. We're all one team. So I want you guys to leverage this. Like over here, there's no reason for you not to win. If they don't want to join you as affiliates, it's fine. Just keep them as customers. The subscriptions is the game changer. Get them in, get them to like the products, and they will actually click subscription. Especially once you tell them, as I finish up, let them know that if they subscribe to these products, they get a couple dollars off. How many of y'all are using that? Y'all know when you hit subscribe, they get a couple dollars off. Some products is $2 off, some $3. Some of these stuff go up to like $5 off. Click subscribe. So I leverage this. That's how even though before I could not get customers to buy online, over here I can. Once they like a product and I tell them that they can just keep buying it each month as a customer, they don't got to sign up to be an affiliate. Hit subscription and they get those couple dollars off. My people are loving that. So leverage it. Questions. Anybody got any questions about anything that I've said, didn't say? As long as Jason's okay with it, I'm open.
Oh, no, of course. That's my next thing. Who got any questions? Either, let me see it. Because I know I muted people out so people couldn't. Give me a second here. If you guys got any questions, now this thing is this, it's okay to ask questions because this is what I want to say real quick. Hold on a second. Let me see here. I'm allowing people to unmute themselves, but this is the TEWONIA. I appreciate you for just getting on the call and sharing this, because what's important about this today, guys, as you prepare your questions, is everything that she's talked about is mindset as well. But it's about the mindset of being an entrepreneur, being a retailer, being in business and doing sales. We talk a lot of the same terminology, but it's important that you guys understand there's a languaging that makes people successful in what it is that they do. And there's a belief in their languaging. There's a belief in her languaging, a belief in what she says, a belief in how she says it. So therefore, she too came to this company, like many of us or other people, and some of you guys are brand new, but she came to this company, had to find a whole new customer base too. Exactly right. That's why, am I safe to assume that, TEWONIA, Frank? Had to find a whole new customer base, and she had to get a whole team of people who had to find a whole new customer base, and they have. You know what I'm saying? You know how I know? Because I see them. I see them as well. You know what I'm saying? In my back office and things like that. So I know for a fact that what she's teaching is working, and she's making sure that she's able to not just get people on the call into the space of that as well, but she's also, just like she's doing a call for me, I did a call for her as well. And we're going to interchange these skill sets because we skills share the information. I recognize what you need. She recognized what she needs. And we both going to still do the same thing. Because the great thing is this, guys, once you understand, it's a way of how you believe. That's all she was telling you guys. This is what I say, why I say it, why I believe it. And her belief in what she says and why she says it is why she's finding customers and why customers are finding her. That's it. That's it. She didn't do a bunch of, and then you're gonna break it down, sell 5 for 25, and then get over here and get this 6 for 36, and this is gonna be 1 for 49 for 4. That wasn't the conversation today. She might have said one time, sell this coffee 5 for 25. Everything else was a way of how you must think as an entrepreneur. The first 2 ways we get paid to sustain your lifestyle and your livelihood is retailing and recruiting. But retailing is the very first way. You know why? Because that's the most important way that you can sustain a healthy business and a healthy lifestyle. That retail game, guys, that she gave you guys is absolute. It's on point. Anybody got any last comments, statements, questions they want to share? So thank you so much, TEWONIA, Frank. Anything they
I
want
just have a comment.
Mr. Scott.
I just have a comment. Oh, no, go ahead, Nikki. Go ahead, Miss Nikki.
No, I'll let you go, Carl, and then I'll go after you, love.
Okay, thank you. I just want to thank you, Tawanya. I really do appreciate all the gems that you dropped, and I really appreciate you just, making it about a mindset call, because it really is what it is, a mindset. And I just appreciate you just sharing, how you win and your ability to want to make sure, each and every one of us, on Team Unity win, because we are together. And I appreciate your time, and I appreciate everything that you share with us. And I just wanted to say thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Oh, well, thank you for those kind words. And you're welcome. Like I said, like Jason said, he did a call for my team, and which was what they needed, like that I couldn't do it the way that Jason did. And Jason was like, hey, sis, I need you now. I need you to get over here, come over and do this retail. And it's like, it's interchangeable. But the things about this is that you actually kind of need all of this. You know what I'm saying? To kind of help you be successful. Like Jason said, if I could have came on and say, flip this like this and that kind of stuff, guess what? That's just going to teach you to go out in the corner and be like, you're trying to sell some product and hustle all day. That's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to help you build a business that's going to give you customers, you're going to retain customers in an entire business that can grow with you. Like that's all important. So no, thank you for listening. Thank you for those kind words again. And everything. It's no problem.
Okay, so I'm next. Thank you so much, Tawanya Frank. Amazing training, amazing event that you did last night. And I know it was the first event in Detroit. Amazing turnout. Just seeing everything that you have going on, how you're able to build, how people are coming together. Like, it's truly, truly exciting. So this is my question. Just say, for instance, somebody is working with, as you said, a condensed budget, okay? But we know that we do need to have inventory, right?
Right.
So what are some of the things that you would suggest that people get, even though they're working with a condensed budget? Like, make sure that you have these products on hand, make sure that you have these products, and this is why you need to have these particular brands of products.
Okay. So for the people that's on my team that I know that's what they're working with, I always talk sprays, X-Trum, you want to say, and then detox. Right. So the reason why I focus on those is the price points. The sprays, the person want to get it from you on hand, that's only $35. But hey, if you can get them to go to your site, they're only spending $20-something a spray. Mm-hmm. Right. So if it's on hand for your inventory, but you don't buy it, you're not going to buy your sprays. Here we go, guys. You're not buying your sprays individually. If you're buying them for inventory, you got to be buying these bundles. That's how you save your money. So that 8 spray, you save $26, $27. That 20 spray kit, guys, like literally you're saving $140-something. So you want, like, for you so it's like you buying a wholesale, right? That's why you want to buy it in a kit. And the pink drink, if you can, you want to buy the 3 bags. You buy them individually, the company's charging you $50 each, and you still got to pay, the shipping and everything for it. Depending on what state you are, you got taxes on it. You buy it in the bundle, you're getting 3 bags for $140. So there's already the savings there. And actually, to be honest, the shipping is only like $1.50 more, $2 more than if you bought one individually bag, if you bought all 3. It's just a better savings all around. So now, guess what? If that's all you're able to have on you, then yeah, now you got sprays to flip. But guess what? Even with those 3 bags, or even if it's just only the 1 bag of X-Trum you have, but now you got a product you can break down. Use that to make you some money, take that money and reinvest. But reinvest, I'm sorry, look, like when I say that, I meant to say this, is like really reinvest. Do not sell $100 and like, man, I got $100 to go to the store with. You don't. You can, but you out of business. You're out of business. I'm just telling you guys, if you do that, you're back out of business. So you don't want to do that. That's why it's great. When you price your, have your products at a certain price point where you can back. So Nikki, yeah, those are the three. I'm telling you, those three products are like must-haves. And if you want to add in a coffee, again, only because that's a product you can break down and sell like individuals, you can do it that way. But those products are the ones because they are quick flip, like they're just easy to flip, very affordable for you and your customer.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good stuff. And let me ask you a question, Ms. TEWONIA. When you're getting people started, let's say when you're normally recommending, I know we're going to find those who may be challenged economically, but we don't really talk about that first. We just recommend it. So what do you do when you're getting someone started in business? How do you recommend that they start? Because you get people that start with a retail package and get them started off correctly. And why do you get them to start that way?
So first of all, I never talk free. I don't care what y'all talking about. I don't care that we offer it. Nobody can ever tell you that I ever told them they can start with me for free, because I don't talk it. That is really setting somebody up for failure. Mm-hmm. Because who cares if I got to build it and there's nothing inside of it? I can't make money. So what you find is people become stagnant. Like they become stagnant. Oh, I'll eventually place. No. And so I talk with the exec. I'm telling you, I do not talk about people like we used to do it before in another company, but you don't never hear me talking about something. You get one product and get in. Nah, never. Mm-hmm. No way. Because you come in here as an executive, it just makes sense. So it's not even like, oh, I need to come in with 90 points for me or 100 points for me. No, it's not. I want them to come in and be successful and feel like they can win. If they come in here with one product, they're going to get frustrated real quick. Mm-hmm. Because then, a lot of them like, I want to try it for myself, but I also want to make some money. They can come stuck. No, I talk executive kit. So I start telling them about, I'm ready, like off the bat, I talk about FFX, the pink drink, the three pack, the 8-pack of sprays, the 20-pack of sprays. Literally, that's how my conversation go. I'm like, so as I'm telling them, I'm trying to find out from them, what about this company, what products about this company really intrigue them. Then I'm like trying to help them figure out what's the best way to launch their business. So you get those people who really like the whole thing. I want to sell it to Avon Gas, but yeah, I also know my people trying to lose weight. So I'm going to help them get together the FFX kit and a spray kit, right? But then let me tell you some guys, the power. Somebody told me, well, I still haven't bought the pink drink. I said, so you watch this product go out of stock twice and you ain't bought any yet. You crazy. You know why? The pink drink is really our secret weapon. The Trum, y'all, is a secret weapon. You know what's a secret weapon? That product is really 4 products in one. True weight loss, not detox. It suppresses your appetite. It gives you pure raw energy, and it's a pro and prebiotic. That's 4 products in one bag. We had a young lady last night at the event who gave testimony. All she's doing is Trum, and she's lost 6 pounds in 8 days. That's the only product she's using. She's like, I feel full of energy, and I'm like, literally, like, see what I'm saying? Like, it's doing all of that in one product. So you have a lot of power in that product. So like, even if your budget money is funny, but kids getting started right now, especially if you're dealing with a lot of women who may still be used to having things in sachets. Like, I'm trying to see if I'm gonna get my people on this, get them to get the 3-pack of the Trum, or and then to get them, and then tell them about the FFX. The reason why I like the FFX executive kit also, because that's how I started. I got the 20 sprays and I got the FFX kit. Do you guys know, we all talked about how you can retail products in different amounts. I sell my individual sachets. What I do is I have them priced at $10 each for that executive kit, how you get 20 in there, and then you get the bottle like these. So the individual sachets. So let me tell you guys, I have them set at this filter thing. I got a set at $10 each, but guess what? People have to buy 2, so there's always 2 for $20. Or I might do a sell. Oh, I'm going to sell 2 for 18. Why? I'm not letting somebody buy one of them to tell me it didn't work, to then go out there and tell the world my product don't work. Remember, on their first treatment, actually their first 2, they need to use 2 sachets. You'll be doing yourself a disjustice if you let somebody buy 1 sachet for you to just start it. So just think about the flip on that. That kit is $139.99. You get the bottle to get 16 uses and you get 20 individual sachets. If I'm selling those sachets for, whether it's that $10 each, that's $200 just off of the individual sachets that you made right back. Even if you want to give them a discount, oh guys, so since you're getting it 2, I can do 2 for 18 or whatever you want to come up with, but you'll make your entire money back plus a profit off of just the sachets. You want to keep the bottle for yourself, you can, but if you want to keep selling the bottle, you know, since that bottle gets 16 uses, I retail that bottle at $125 until people they getting a sell on it. Because that's really $160 I can make off that bottle. But I know $160 for some people, if they want to just buy it to try, it's gonna seem a lot. So hey, guess what? Are you getting a deal? You got 16 uses, get a whole bottle for $125. What? It's a deal. But you got to be able to tell the people how it's a deal. Tell them when it works, and it makes you help them find those kids. But I'm telling you, I saw it at execs. That's it, Jason. And they have person has to tell me like, oh, okay. And then they have to be like, well, I really want to get started now, but I don't have a money for that yet. But I do want to get started with something. And then I try to help them with a director's kit. Like, you know, someone as a director, but I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't have anybody that I brought in. I do not bring people in as a builder. I'm gonna be real honest, because that's back to that one product. It's like setting them up for failure. Like, I just don't like it. Like, I just feel like it's just too scary of a space to be in. Like, executives is what I'm gonna talk, but if you just keep telling me you just can't make it away, then I'm gonna show you how you can become a builder. Because I mean, a director, because at least with that, you can get a little something to do a little something with, you know, and that, but that's it. I'm gonna be real honest with that. But guys, don't talk about free. Like, you have yourself stuck in a bad place. You wonder why you got all these doggone legs and there's nothing going on. I got a team member who did it. I got a team member, he has 45 people with 0. Like, with 0. Because he just wanted to run fast. I'm running fast. I'm gonna get them all in. I'm gonna get them all in. They all around the world. I got all kind of flags. They're all different countries. I'm like, what's this country? What's this country? Guess what? But it's, who cares what country it is? It was 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Like, and again, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. So make sure you help yourself win and help your team members win when you bring people on.
Good stuff. I appreciate you so much. You did an amazing job tonight, lady. You did an amazing job.
Oh, you're welcome.
Helping everyone to succeed today. You know, and I want to say this. I want to say, you know, I know, guys, like, you know, we normally do our call for about an hour, but I want to make sure that we was able to ask questions. People really get the mindset of this together, because as we close out October, you got to prepare yourself in October for November. Not wait for November. You have to prepare yourself. Close out October. We only have a few days left at the end of our first 90-day run. I wanted to make sure you got your energy correct, built up correctly to close out this month strong, so you can go into November with the next wave of energy, the next mindset that you need to have in order for you guys to succeed at this next level. You got everything you need to succeed from this point on. All it's going to require for you is to believe. If you can't believe yourself, borrow Tawonia's belief. That's all she gave you. She gave you her belief, and her belief is why people are responding to her belief. They trust her belief, trust what she's saying, and therefore she's getting new customers like many of you guys, never before seen customers like many of you guys, new customers trying all types of products, like the same products you guys have that you have available. She's finding new people every single day, doing all of this. It's a way of how she believes and what she thinks. So because of that, she's attracting exactly who she knows she is, and she's a master retailer. Khalil, did you have your hand up for something? Were you trying to say something? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you say something, then we're gonna be done. Let me mute your mic real quick.
Hey, TEWONIA, that was a great training. I just have one question that I've had for
Sure.
a minute now. So I'm pretty much a retailer also, and I just wanted to know, how do you market, or how do I'm really known for like weight loss basically products. So I have the FX, but I don't sell it because I don't know how to promote that with the weight loss products as well.
So it's about controlling your marketing, right? So what you don't want to do, the good thing about FFX and actually your weight loss products, they're two different categories, right? One doesn't interfere with the other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes we interfere with what we're trying to do, right? Like one day I even messed myself up. I had posted earlier in the day about XC Trump, and then I had all these people asking me about that. And then later that day, I wasn't even thinking. I just let one go about the Fat Blaster kit. And I was like, oh man. So then guess what? People and they're like, there's some of the people that was already was like buying or ready to buy the XC Trim was like, wait a minute. So what about those 3 sprays? What do they do? Is it different? Like, I was like, why would I do that? It's confusing your marketing, right? You confuse your marketing when you do it that way. So what you can do though, is because these two don't interfere with the other, you literally can be like, I put some post up about the weight loss, and then I put some post up about XC Trim. You got to really just know, about FFX, you just got to really know how to sell it, right? So when you talk about the FFX, it's 3 key things. Number 1, we already know it's going to help you save on gas. It's going to help your vehicle perform better, and it's going to help your car. You can either focus more on, it's going to help your car burn fuel slower, excuse me, or it's going to actually help your vehicle get better gas miles. It does all of it though, right? So the thing about when I find people who said, oh, I can't really get enough FFX, so like I sold some, but those people didn't want any more of it back, is because you didn't sell it right. So this is how I get my people prepared for FFX. It's like a movie. So like when I first broke FFX onto the system, I'll hear to my public, I did a quick reel. My daughter was literally, we had just left the apple orchard. We stopped and got gas. My daughter had the music playing up in the trigger. My daughter was like, do the FFX video. And I'm like, oh, okay. So she grabbed her phone and she watched me. I just literally poured the FFX and I had the bottle. I poured it in. I was like, look, I'm pouring it in. And then I was like, now let me pump my gas. That's it. I'm telling you, that's all I said in that reel. And then I was like, in the words, I put, this is how I went from $135 a fill up to $85 a fill up, blah, blah, blah. But see, what happened was everybody wants to save on gas. So did I have to tell them exactly like when they're, but all I did was pique their interest. They're like, she put something in her tank before the gasoline. What is this? So first of all, I already have several shareable carts on FFX, several different ones set up. And then I got it in my link tree. So like, even if a person just wanted to try it by a couple sachets, it's in my link tree set up like that, right? But it just piques the interest, and you just gotta know how to sell. So when a person reaches out to me, though, like a lot of people was like, and I put in my wording, DM me. I didn't really want people just to go click and try to buy. Why? Because I didn't want them to not know how to use it properly. I wanted the engagement, and it went crazy. Like I had around 50 DMs within like 3 hours. Like really, and what I wanted to make sure people knew to do before they even bought was how to watch this work. I want to make sure you know how to, when you in your vehicle, switch that so that you're just not watching your tank say full or things like that. I want you to see the actual mileage on your gas. So like for me, I was normally getting like 236 at a fill up. Now I get like 263 at a fill up. I want them to see, I see it. And I even did one of those videos on Facebook where I let people see where my gas, before I got the gas on a regular fill up. Then when we did XC Trim we did FFX on the fill up, and let people see where my tank went. Then they could see how many miles per gallon I was originally getting, which was 12.1. Then they got to see at the end of the day, I was at 15 point. Like I tell people to look, I want them looking at those parts of their, so it's not that, how some people be like, my car don't ride different. People say that all day. Oh, I can't tell. I still spent a lot of money on gas. No, you got to make people a believer. No, I need you to do these steps. It's like, you know, like I need you to make sure you're looking at how many miles you were getting. Once you did the fill up, now once you're driving, I want you to start watching how those miles start to add up. Like you sometimes, you know, when you went from 230, you're supposed to go down to 220 and you realize you was at 245, 250. Like you want people to blow their money, because that's what happened to me on the very first time I used it. I'm like, what in the world? I'm driving and I'm getting better, I'm getting more miles. Like that's how you make people believers. So when they reach out to me, I'm telling them, I need to make sure you do this. I need you to make sure you're looking at that screen. I want to make sure you're looking at that. Yep. After your first meeting, yes, you can go from using your 93 to being to using your regular gas. It's going to damage your heart. No, it's not. It's going to keep your, believe me, it's got this $1 million insurance policy, blah, blah, blah. But I want them to just know, I want to make them believers. So I got them focused on those different screens, whether they got a small compact car, American car, foreign car, whatever, but everybody got the same type of screen. I want them to look at it because that's how you make them believers.
Yeah.
If you just give it to them or try to get them to buy it and say it's going to save you on gas, they're like, oh, okay. They're like, I'm going to ride around till I find one of the cheapest gas stations. You know, I'm going to ride around. You know, people always come up with something else to say. No, I'm going to make you a believer. I want you to watch this and you're going to see. And it takes away that gets away the whole thing of it didn't work.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
try to market like that. And it doesn't have to be on different days, but it can be. You can have that one day that you just want to keep promoting all day, FFX. But I promise you, don't give it to them all at one time, pique their interest. Because that's all I did with the reel. I didn't give it to them all. I just piqued their interest. And I said, DM me. So now it's the relationship. Like, I'm like, we gonna have a conversation. Is it more work? Yeah, it was a lot of work. I mean, I was like almost overwhelmed, I'm not gonna lie. But who doesn't want to be? Well, if you overwhelmed because you're about to make a whole bunch of money, who doesn't want to be overwhelmed?
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? So it's worth it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good stuff. Well, young lady, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who had amazing questions. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us today, Ms. TEWONIA Franks. I'm sure you got everybody prepped and ready for this November, and definitely prepped and ready to close out this October. So guys, you guys got strategies, ways of how you can promote yourselves this month, how you can move up this month, how you can get you and your team ranked up this month, how you guys can get yourselves together so you can start promoting your groups next month. So just make sure you follow those instructions, young lady. And I appreciate you so much, Ms. TEWONIA Frank. Thank you so much. I know this 100K is probably done right now as we speak. So guys, do it for and everybody say good night and thank you to Ms. TEWONIA Frank, please.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.